So, but it's lovely to be here. It's lovely to see you. Welcome. Anyway, so what we're doing today is we're working this whole for the next 3 weeks. What I've decided to do is we were busy with a lot of releasing at the end of last year, letting go of all of our frustrations and tensions and a lot of stuff that we didn't want to take into this year with us. So what we did is mentally we've released a lot of stuff, but my thoughts are in our fascia, this layer underneath our skin that holds the body and all the muscles and all the organs together. In the fascia we also keep a lot of tension. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to actually target the fascia to get rid of some of the deeper tension and anxiety and stress that we've been holding. So it's a nice way to enter the years, just to cleanse and really just let go of everything we don't want to take into the rest of the year with us. So for this week, you might know, the anatomy trains were described by a guy called Thomas Myers. And he's described the back layer of the body, so from the soles of your feet, up the backs of your legs, your spine, to the back of your head is one long interconnected line of tissue. Actually, the whole body is connected, but that works together. So as I say, sometimes you might think it's your hamstrings that are tight, but it might be your ankles, you know, or your feet or whatever. So we're going to be targeting the back of the body for this week. And then we're taking next week front of body, and the week after that the side of the body. So for Hatha, we're going to do Hatha poses, so really forward folding for this class today. And then Wednesday we'll be doing a little bit of myofascial release, so hence the tennis balls. So we'll be rolling a little bit and releasing some of that interconnective tissues. All right, so just to prepare what's coming, but we're going to take it slow, we're going to take it slow. And just focus on just releasing. So today is really a very gentle, calm class. Okay, right, so you can make sure that you're sitting comfortably. If you need a block, feel free to sit on your block, otherwise just straight onto the floor. We're just gonna roll the shoulders to the ears and down. We can do 2 more. Let's roll it up and down. And the last one. Nice. Great. So from there, just sitting nice and tall, you can turn your hands up. If you want to, just leave the hands as they are, or if you like, connect index finger and thumb into Jnana Mudra. Just make sure your arms are comfy, so if you want to pull the elbows a little back, you may. Just give the head a shake from side to side, and make sure the head rests comfortably on your neck. Making sure you are seated relatively upright, relaxing into shoulders and neck. From there, just lowering the gaze, blinking a few times. And when you're ready, either leave the gaze soft or close your eyes. For a few moments, we're just settling in, checking into the body, noticing where you're connected to the mat and to the earth. Noticing where your hands are resting on your thighs. And which fingers are touching if you are in the mudra. Taking a moment and just checking in with your body, your mind. How are you feeling? And we'll notice the breath. Just start to feel the breath flowing from the nose into your chest. And as you breathe out, feel the air leave your nostrils. And just allow the breath to remain present, or keep your mind present. Noticing the movements of your chest, to your rib cage expanding with each inhale, and the rib cage contracting as you breathe out. See if we can relax a little bit more and let the belly rise as we breathe in. And belly falls as we breathe out. And then if you feel comfy, we'll do some yogic breathing. So just breathing into the belly first, and then allow chest to expand, and then the collarbones to lift and part. And breathing out, collarbones move in, chest contract, belly falls. Just settling into the rhythm. If it doesn't resonate, just slow belly breaths. And now once you're comfy, we can increase the length of our exhales. So let's breathe in for roughly a count of 4, just on your own. And then as you breathe out, count to 6. Just a few rounds. Just one more round. And then when you complete it, just return to a belly breath, not to rush. Just again notice how you're sitting, maybe relax the shoulders again. And then when you're ready, we may release the fingers. You can stretch hands and wiggle fingers. Hands onto thighs or bring chin to chest and just blink eyes a few times, adjusting eyesight to light. And when you're ready, we'll lift the chin and we'll roll the shoulders back and down. Nice. Good. So let's just start with the neck stretch. So just bring right ear to right shoulder. Relax both the shoulders. Make sure the head is nice and gently resting on the neck. And then you can bring right hand onto head. Just allow right shoulder to relax again. Just stay here for another breath or so. And then we'll slowly bring chin to armpit. And then just move your head and find the position that works the best for you. And then once you're there, if you wish, extending the left arm for a little bit more. Otherwise, leave hand on thigh. Slowly inhale and release your head. Bring the head to center. We can roll the shoulders back and down. And then we'll move to the other side. Relax the shoulders, left ear to left shoulder. Just stay for a moment. And then if you wish, left hand onto head. Releasing the left shoulder again. Just stay for a breath or two. And then we'll slowly roll chin to armpit, just finding a different stretch. And then if you wish, move your head until you find the stretch that suits you on this side. And then to intensify, right hand can reach to the side. And on our inhale, let's release. Nice, good. From here we can lengthen. We're going to take right hand next to your hip. Just walk it away, stretch the arms up and over. Just relax into your side body, relax into the left shoulder. Then we're going to inhale, bring the left arm all the way behind your back, right hand to the left thigh. We're going to lengthen, exhale and twist. Relax the shoulders, push your sit bones into the mat and just grow a little taller. Good. And then from there we're going to bring left hand next to the hip, right arm reaches up and over for a side stretch. Relax the shoulder to stretch into side body. Slowly bring right arm up and over behind the back, left hand to right thigh. Grow tall as we inhale, exhale a twist. And slowly to center, we're going to roll the shoulders back and down, hinge at the hips and step your hands in front of you. Just keep your buttocks anchored. We don't have to go very far yet. We are still a little cold. We haven't done yoga for a bit. So just to where you feel a stretch into the back. Relax the shoulders, arms nice and wide. Two more breaths here, grounding into sit bones, lengthening your spine. And slowly we're going to walk the hands back to the legs and stack the spine. All right, so we're going to start with a little bit of foot massage to get into that lower side of our back line. So you can start just with your right foot or left foot, doesn't really matter. We're going to start just kind of pinching each of the toes. Just give the toe a pinch and come back to your big toe. And then we're going to start working into the ball of the foot. So you can just press your thumbs into the ball of the foot, work it from the one side all the way to the edge and all the way back. And then a little bit lower, just below the ball of the foot, just where the arch and the ball meets. Back and forward. And then you can get to the outer edge of your foot and just pinch all the way down the side of your foot, all the way to the heel. And then we're going to take the thumbs and press into the heel as well. So just a few movements there, working it up from the base of the heel all the way to where the sole of your foot is. It's interesting how it's very sensitive in some spots. I don't know about you. Yep, and then you can take your thumb and just rub it all the way from the heel to the ball of the foot, just along the inside of the arch. You can start on the big toe side and work to the pinky or whichever way and work it back. Good. Nice. Right. And then from there, if you wish, you can interlace your fingers with your toes or just hold your toes. If this doesn't feel nice, just hold the toes. Then we're going to lift up. You can support your leg and just make circles with the ankles. So just release the ankles. Good. So throughout class, if you want to just visualize this whole connection from the foot all the way to the back of the head, and then reverse your circle. Good. All right. Good. And then let's give the other leg a chance. So you can swap your legs. So just once you're comfy, start to pinch the toes, working from one side to the other and back. And then you can start to work into the ball of the foot. Okay. Shame you want to sit on your block. You're all right. Just give the leg a stretch and a shake. Shame, man.
I think it's after a long time.
I think so.
Laziness.
No, man.
Muscles are lazy.
Because you worked hard last year. All right, so just work it all the way into the ball of the foot. And then back to the edge. We're going to pinch the sides again, all the way to the heel. And then press thumb into the heel. One side to the other. Slowly make your way to the sole of your foot. And it's interesting, the 2 feet are not the same. Right, and then from there you can just slide a thumb up from the ball of the foot to through the arch. From the heel to the ball, through the arch. Okay, just a few times. Right, so we'll get into this with the tennis balls on Wednesday. That's going to be fun. All right, so once again, interlace your fingers with your toes if you wish, or otherwise just hold the toes. You can support your leg with your other hand. And again, just a few circles into the ankle. And we'll reverse. Nice. All right. Good. From there you can just extend your legs, give them a good shake. Right. And then our first pose, swing your legs around. We're going to go into a toe tuck. So it's not always the nicest thing. If you want to support with a block between the ankles, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just sit with your heels back onto or your buttocks onto your heels. So just see how you feel. We're not going to stay too long, but the intention is to stretch the base of the feet. So if you can tuck your toes, even if it's just for a breath or two, see how we feel. All right, we're going to sit upright, arms inhale, arms up, palms to touch, and then just bend your elbows a tiny bit and stay. Breathe. You can pull your ribs in, tuck your tailbone, relax the shoulders, and just breathe. See if we can do 3 more breaths. Okay. Awesome. Let's slowly release the hands onto all fours. You can just lift your feet up and rotate at the ankles. Just release. Right. Nice. Then from there onto all fours. You're going to make sure the knees are under the hips and the hands are under the shoulders. We're going to extend the right leg behind you. Just tuck your toes and press your heel away so we get into the calf muscle for a little bit. Broaden the shoulders, keep the spine nice and long, just a few breaths. And on the inhale, lift your foot up and over to the left, tuck your toes into the floor, lengthen spine, exhale, squeeze. Good. And slowly inhale back to all fours. You're going to swap left leg behind, tuck toes, stretch into calf, keep the shoulders broad, necks long. Engage your upper arms. Slowly lift the foot up and over to the right, tuck the toes into the floor, lengthen spine, exhale, squeeze the side body. And slowly to center. Nice. So let's balance a little bit. So making sure knees are under hips, engage belly, right leg behind again. We're going to float the foot up in line with the hip, push into the heel. Once belly is engaged, left hand forward, stretch fingers forward, lifting up out of right shoulder. Making sure you keep more or less to the center of your body. Not leaning to one side, stretch a little further forward into fingers, press into the heel a little bit more. And slowly back to all fours. And we swap. So left leg behind, engage belly, float the foot up in line with your hip. Let's make sure the left shoulder is nice and strong. Right hand in front when you're ready, reaching forward into fingers, pressing into left heel. Nice. Keep your belly button pulled in and shoulders relaxed. Slowly exhale to all fours. Nice. All right, from here we're going to bring the big toes together and open the knees nice and wide. So you can even go wider than your mat if you want today. Then we're going to push the buttocks back to the heels as far as is comfortable. Walk your hands forward, and today I want us to activate the legs, or the fingers and the arms. So we're really going to press fingers down, tighten your arms, and then push back with your hands so the buttocks go a little bit closer to the heels, and then just stretch. Then you may lower your head towards the mat, or onto the mat, or on a block. But keep your arms strong and engaged. So keep pressing the palms and the fingers down. Just activating that whole back. You'll actually feel the stretch all the way from the shoulders to the buttocks. 2 more breaths. Nice. And then we're going to slowly start to lift ourselves back to all fours. So bring your knees back underneath your hips. Straighten out the feet so you won't see them. Hands underneath the shoulders. Let's make sure the shoulders are nice and away from the ears. Hands a little forward of the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Inhale, we lift the hips. Press your chest towards your thighs. You can start with bent knees, baby down dog. Check that your feet are hip distance apart. The toes point forward. Make sure the head relaxes and hangs between your arms. Upper arms strong. So we'll slowly start to push one heel to the mat at a time. So just taking it slowly. Just rolling through the calves and the ankles. And conscious reminder to anchor the shoulder blades down your back. Nice. And then from there we'll come to tippy toe. Tighten kneecaps and thighs. Exhale, ease your heels a little closer to the floor for your downward dog. Broaden the shoulders, engage the upper arms. Pull the rib cage in. Just hold it for 3 breaths. Just feeling the whole stretch from the base of your foot all the way up the back of your legs, over the back. Shoulders. Good. From here we're going to start to walk the hands towards your feet today. So the opposite way of what we normally do. If you need to bend your knees when you get your fingers closer to your feet, that's all good. From here, just lengthen again into the legs. Lift the hips a little higher even if the knees are soft. Head hangs. Just hold it for a breath. And then we're going to walk the hands back forward until we're back in a downward dog. And just adjust your position, spread your fingers wide, let your head hang, lift your hips high. And then we're going to step our feet nice and wide. So even if you come off your mat for a wide-legged downward dog, you can step your feet a little bit in and a little bit wider than your mat. Try to step until you can get your heels down and press into the heels. It doesn't matter how close you come, it's all good. Nice. So lift the hips high. Feel the difference in the stretch. Head hangs, just another breath. Great. And then we're going to slowly make sure the weight is in your hands and step your feet back to normal downward dog. Ease your heels towards the floor. Nice. And then from there we walk the hands back towards the feet. Make sure the toes are spread, collarbones are broad. And then we'll bend the knees and roll up slowly all the way up. Chin comes up last, and then roll the shoulder blades back and down. Nice. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of sun salutes just to loosen up before we do deeper forward folds. Barushka, if you want to just adjust your block, I see these things are still very naughty. Just bring your blocks forward. We're not going to use them straight away, but we will be using them after the sun salutes. So sun salutes we're going to do today, we're going to do 4 rounds of sun salutes. The first 2 with a lunge and a modified chaturanga, baby cobra. So we're starting slowly. And then for the next 2 you can choose if you want to go stronger or just repeat. So we're at the front of the mats, spreading the toes, make sure the feet are parallel, just relaxing into your shoulders and lengthening your spine. Start to engage your thighs, tighten the kneecaps, pull the lower belly in a little bit and roll the shoulders back, extend into the fingers and grow tall. Move your head a little back, so just the ears line up with the shoulders. So we'll inhale, bring hands to the heart. Exhale, soften the knees, we fold forward, hands either on shins or to the floor. You see where you feel comfy. Inhale, we're going to lengthen the spine. Exhale, we fold again, fingers to the floor, right foot back to lunge. So just stay for a breath. Push into the heel, lift your heart up, lengthen. Good. From there, hands to the floor, step to down dog. Inhale. And heels down, exhale. Plank as we inhale. Then we lower the knees to the mat. Make sure the elbow creases face forward, shoulders back, hinge all the way to the floor. Nice. Release your toes, shoulders back, tighten butt, curl up, baby cobra. Exhale down. Tuck the toes, inhale, down dog. Heels down, exhale. Inhale, we look forward, we step, walk or jump forward. Tucking into forward fold, you can hold the backs of your legs. A flat back as we inhale, hands on shins or onto the floor. Exhale, we fold again, hands to the heart. Soften knees, inhale, scoop and lift up with your back flat. Good, we'll do one more like that. So shoulders back and down, make sure your feet are planted. You're more or less at the front of your mats. Inhale, hands to the heart. Soften knees, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, a half lift or a flat back. Exhale, fold fingers to the floor, left foot back to lunge. And lift your heart, shoulders back, push into the heel. Good. From there, fingers to the floor, inhale, down dog. Heels down, exhale. Inhale to plank. Knees down. Elbow creases forward. Exhale, we lower all the way down. Inhale, release the toes, curl up for a baby cobra. Exhale, down. Tuck toes, inhale, down dog. Heels down, exhale. Inhale, we look forward, bend the knees, step, walk or jump forward to exhale and tuck in. Flat back, inhale. Fold, exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, we lift up with the back flat. Good. 2, if you wish, stronger, or otherwise repeat what we've just done. So front of mat, Tadasana, shoulders back and down. This time let's lift the arms up, inhale. A swan dive, exhale, knees can be soft as we come forward, tucking in. Lift up a little bit, inhale. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, we step straight to down dog. And heels down as we exhale. Inhale to plank. Exhale your choice, either full chaturanga or knees down and hinge down. Release the toes. Inhale, whichever cobra you like. Baby cobra, medium cobra, full. Exhale down. Tuck toes. Inhale, down dog. Heels down. Exhale. Look forward as we inhale. Exhale, we step, walk or jump forward and tuck in. Flat back. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Reverse swan all the way up as we inhale. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Good. And then one more round. Relax into the shoulders. Adjust your feet. Good. Inhale, we lift up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step to down dog, inhale. Heels down, exhale. Inhale, plank. Shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, either modified or full chaturanga. Inhale, whichever cobra you like. Exhale, down. Tuck toes. Inhale, down dog. Heels down, exhale. Look forward as we inhale. Step, walk or jump forward. And tuck in on the exhale. Flat back. Inhale. Fold. Exhale, reverse swan all the way up. Inhale, hands together to the heart. Beautiful. Right, hopefully we're warmer. Okay, good. So let's grab the blocks. You can just leave them next to your mats. We're going to work a little bit with pyramid pose, but first just a forward fold. So we'll start in Tadasana. If you need, I am going to use one of my blocks for my forward fold. So shoulders back and down. Let's lengthen into the spine. We'll bring the arms up as we inhale. Exhale, a swan dive to forward fold. Great. So we can start with the hands on the block. To start to engage your thighs and your kneecaps. Doesn't matter if the legs aren't completely straight. If they are straight, try not to push into the back of the legs. So try to keep the front of the legs engaged while we're here. Let's spread those toes. Lift your hips a little higher. Weight a little forward into the feet. Good, and the head hangs nice and relaxed. Good, so from here we're going to twist. So let's bring your right hand into center of chest. Bend the right knee and straighten left leg. Left hand into low back. We're going to lengthen and exhale, twist. So as long as your leg that you're twisting to is straight. So if you're going to the left altar, to me, yes, that feels a bit more comfortable. Right, yes. And if your shoulder's okay, you can reach your left arm to the ceiling. Otherwise, leave the hand in the low back. Good. Just remember to shift the weight a little forward. You'll feel it in the hammy immediately. Just breathe. And exhale, hand to the mat or the block. We're going to lengthen. And then we bend the left knee, left hand to middle of chest or the block, right leg is straight, right hand to low back, lengthen. Exhale, twist, lift right shoulder and right arm can reach up if shoulder's okay. Weight a little forward into the feet and just breathe. Quite a stretch for the hammy. And exhale, we bring the hands down. Great. From there, we're going to bring both your blocks just in front of your feet. Let's step the foot that's closest to me to the back. So, your right foot, your left foot. Alta, Varushka's right foot. So don't do what I do, just the foot that's closest to me. Goes back, not as far as the heel to lift. So, but for pyramid pose, you want your back heel on the mat and then walk your blocks to either side of your front foot. Good, so let's see if we can straighten that front leg. Check that your feet aren't directly behind one another. You want them more or less in line with your hips. Hands on the blocks, we're going to lift the breastbone up, engage the thigh, and lengthen your spine. Good, so let's keep the belly button pulled in here. And see if we can press both the big toes into the floor. Nice. So if you feel your hammies have enough give, you're welcome to lower your blocks a level. Then we're going to lift the front of the body again. And see if we can bring the hands onto the tops of the blocks. So not to force it, just until you feel where your body allows you to go. You are still cold, it is the first of the year. So we're not going to force. Just another breath. Nice. So let's bend that front knee. You're going to hop your back foot further away into the lunge. And then we're going to walk our blocks and our feet so they face short, long edge of mat, so facing forward. Then you can wiggle your feet nice and wide. And then just move your blocks to the side if you're not going to need them for the forward fold. Otherwise, have them if you need them. So hands underneath the shoulders. You can wiggle your feet a little wider, big toes in, heels out. Tighten the kneecaps, tighten the thighs, broaden your chest. Great, from here let's twist first. So let's bring right hand to center of chest, left hand to low back, lengthen spine, exhale, twist, lift left shoulder. Once again, if shoulder's okay, you can reach your hand to the ceiling, otherwise leave the hand in the low back. Try to bring the weight into the toes. Keep the hips lifted, engage those inner thighs. And exhale, hand to the floor. We'll swap. Right hand into low back, left hand into the center of the chest. Lengthen. Exhale, we twist. Lift right shoulder. And again, if shoulder's okay, reaching to the ceiling. Otherwise, leave the hand where it is. Once again, weight a little forward into the feet. Inner thighs engaged. And slowly exhale, hand to the floor. We can lift up again onto fingertips, lengthen the front of your body, tighten the belly, and then you can bend your elbows and walk your hands a little further back. If you want, you can let your head go closer to the floor, lift your hips nice and high, and for a few breaths we can hold outer foot or thighs or shins, wherever you're happy. If it's too much, hands back to the floor. Just breathe. Great. From here, let's bring the hands back to the mat. And then we're going to walk all the way over to your opposite side. I think, Alta, you're going to face out. Arushka, you're going to face the same way as I am, turning your feet to the short edge of the mat. Good. From there, we're going to hop the back foot in and bring your blocks to either side of your front foot. So just make sure that the leg that you didn't stretch the last time is now the stretching leg. Right, so you can hop your back foot in, Alta, flatten the foot. Yep, into pyramid pose. So front leg is straight. Engage the thigh, lift your breastbone, lengthen the spine. Breathe. Pull the shoulders a little back from the ears. Make sure the feet are not directly behind one another. Big toes into the floor. Good, and again, depending on hamstrings, if you wish, lengthen front of body, and if you want to lower your blocks a level, you may. So just see where you feel comfy. Tighten kneecap and thigh. Good. Nice. We're going to bend the front knee. Just move your blocks safely out of the way. And then we're going to hop the back foot further back into lunge. Plant the hands and step to down dog. Let's lift up onto tippy toe, and on the exhale, heels towards the floor. Broaden the shoulders, pull the ribs in, ease your heels down, and stay for 3 breaths. Make sure the head hangs. You've engaged your shoulder blades, pulled them down the back, and upper arms are strong. Nice. And a last time onto knees, and knees wide for another child pose, big toes together, buttocks to heels, Stretch your hands forward, press the hands into the mat and give your back a stretch. Head can rest onto the floor. And then we're going to slowly lift up and walk hands back. And then we can sit down and we're going to do a twist. So you can extend your legs and we'll twist. So you're okay like that, Alta? Okay, so we'll all twist in the same direction. So we'll start in Dandasana, shoulders back and down. Let's fold the left leg in. Hold the knee. Let's make sure there is a bit of space. Nice open twist. So right hand goes behind us. Left hand to the right thigh. Let's lengthen. Flex your right foot and exhale, we twist. So let's push the sit bones down, grow a little taller. And if you want, bring the back hand a little closer. Good. And then you hug your knee to your shoulder. Good. You can just bring your chin towards your armpit and just hold it. Should be a nice release. Good. Slowly exhale, we come to center. We'll swap legs, just remove trapped skin again. Right foot comes in, or right knee bends in. Flex left foot, left hand behind. Right hand to left thigh. Inhale, press your sit bones down, grow tall. And exhale, we twist. Good. So make sure the neck's not straining. Back hand is nice and close, supporting the back. Chin can be a little closer to the chest just to release any strain. Good. Slowly we release. Nice, good. So just give your legs a shake. And then we can sit nice and wide legs, and you can have your blocks. So just remove trapped skin, almost as if you want to start leaning forward. Okay, and then you can bring your blocks in front. We'll use them in a mo. So once we're seated tall, we're going to take right hand behind, left hand in front, press the hands down, grow tall, exhale, twist. Just hold it for a breath or two. Flex your feet, engage your thighs. And then we'll swap. Right hand in front, left hand behind, press the hands down, exhale, twist. Keeping shoulders relaxed. Nice. Slowly to center. Good. From here, hands behind us, lift the heart, tighten those thighs, walk your hands a little closer to your hips and lean forward. Make sure the necks are relaxed, the heads are nice and long, or necks are long. From there you can bring your hands forward, and then today we're going to build a little tower with our blocks. So you can make sure that it's high enough for your forehead to rest on your blocks. So it can be two on top of each other this way, or whichever configuration suits you. Right. And from there just rest your hands, bring your forehead to your blocks, and just stay here for a few breaths. If it is uncomfortable at the knees, just make your feet a little less wide, or bend your kneecaps, or lift higher. So quite a stretch. Just a few more breaths. And then we'll slowly start to roll up and gently move your blocks safely out of your way. You can help your legs together and give the legs a shake. The longer you stay, the lower you'll go. You will be, yeah. All right, so just have your straps handy. We're going to swing the legs around. And make sure you are more or less in the middle of the mat to roll down. And then once you're on your back, just shuffle the back around a little bit. We can slowly bring one knee into the chest and then the second knee, holding at the shins, and you can rock from side to side. Just give your back a little bit of massage. You can make circles with your knees. It's worked quite hard. Good. From there we're going to open the knees wide as a little counter pose, happy baby. Flex your feet, swivel feet to ceiling, keep the knees low, either just let the hands rest. You can hold the shins or hold the soles of your feet. So just see where you feel comfy today. Make sure shoulders and necks are relaxed, and the lower back is flat into the mat as well. Just a nice little stretch for the low back. Just stay where you are. I'm just going to switch these lights off that they don't stare into our eyes so much. Good. And then you can slowly start to bring your feet together. Keep your knees hugged in, and we're going to take the strap around the ball of both your feet. Okay, so once you're there, we're going to straighten into the legs. Relax your shoulders. And you start with your feet further away if it's more comfortable. Feet more or less hip distance apart. So lining up the middle of your foot, the ankle, the knee, and the hip bones. So we're standing on the ceiling. Make sure necks and shoulders are relaxed. And you can start to press your heels a little further towards the ceiling and just feel how that changes the whole story. Few breaths. And then if you want, we can micro bend the knees, press the heels a little further to the ceiling. You might feel a little bit more into the calves. And then straighten into the knees again. Good. All the way, you feel that stretch from heel to buttock. Good. And then we'll give some slack to your strap and just slide your feet wide, almost similar to we were sitting earlier. So nice wide stretch. You can pull on your strap, flatten the low back, engage the kneecaps. And then when you're ready, slowly slide the feet closer together again. Stay for a breath, just adjust. And then when you're ready, we can bend the knees, release the strap. You can hug your knees to your chest and rock from side to side. Nice. Good. When you're ready, we're going to keep holding onto the right knee. Straighten the left leg along the mat. Let's just flex the right heel and the left heel and pull your right knee close into your chest. Good. One more breath. Nice. And then from there, we're going to release your right hand, hold with your opposite hand onto the knee and roll onto the left hip. You can support your foot onto your leg or bring your foot in front of you. Or if you want, you can always use your block to either support foot or knee. Let's just relax the right shoulder. If the chest muscles are straining, you can lower your hand towards your hip. Otherwise, leave the hand in line with the shoulder and you may roll your head towards the right side. Just stretching over the hip into low back. And let's inhale, heads to center. Slowly exhale, roll onto your back. Step both the feet in, just move your back body around. And then when you're ready, we'll hug left knee into chest, straighten right leg. And then flex both your feet, pull your knee slightly closer into chest. Just stay here for a moment, relax the shoulders. Slowly let's release left hand in line with shoulder, keep holding with right hand and roll onto right hip. Propping your foot up onto the leg or the floor or a block. Relax the shoulders. You can roll your head to the left and adjust the arm if you need to. Make sure the neck stays relaxed. Head slowly to center, inhale, exhale, roll onto your back. You can bring your arms to a letter T and step both the feet in, knees bent. If you want to walk the feet a little wider than hips, you may. And then just move the knees from side to side. You can work with your breath if you want, or just keep flowing with the knees. Release the back. Good. Just make sure you've done more or less the same number to both sides. And then you can come to center. And then we'll settle in for relaxation. So you can choose if you want to keep your knees bent and just wiggle the feet wider to let the knees flop towards one another. You can bring your hands closer to the hips with the palms up. Or rest hands on belly. And if your back's okay and you'd like, you can straighten your legs. One foot at each corner of the mat and just let the feet flop. So once we're here, just a little bit of movement, shoulders and hips. Make sure you're comfy. Bring chin a little closer to the chest. And allow eyes to close if that suits you. A nice deep breath in. Let's sigh. Let it out. 2 more. Deep breath in. Sigh. And 1 more breath in. Sigh. And then just come to a nice, low and easy belly breath. Just again become aware of the mat underneath your body. Feel the support of the floor and your mat. Feel how your body slowly eases into the mat. Noticing your breath. Chest and belly slowly expanding with each breath in. Body softening with each breath out. Just allow the feet to relax completely, heels sinking into the floor, legs relax from ankle to hip. Buttocks relax, the whole of your back relaxes, all the way up the spine, and down between the shoulder blades, middle of your back and the low back. Let's relax the belly, relax your chest. Slowly allow shoulders to sink a little closer to the floor, arms to relax. All the way from shoulder to wrist. Hands relax. Back of your neck is relaxed. Throat is relaxed. And allow your face to relax. corners of the mouth, your jaw, your cheeks, all around your eyes and your forehead. Smoothing out that tension between the shoulder blades, the eyebrows, back of your head. Slowly allow yourself to relax completely. Just let go. Now slowly allow belly to rise as you breathe in, and feel your body soften as you breathe out. Just follow your breath in and out for a few moments. Slowly returning to your body. Noticing the mat beneath you. And listen to all the sounds around you. Just become aware of the room around you. And when you're ready, wiggling toes and move fingers. Rub tip of thumb over the tips of each of your fingers. Just take a moment, waking the body. When you are ready to move, you may give yourselves a stretch, so reaching arms overhead, stretching into fingertips and toes as you inhale. Sigh or yawn as you exhale. And one more stretch, inhale. Sigh, exhale. And then you may slowly bend the knees. Either keep the feet on the floor and sweep knees from side to side, or hug knees all the way into chest and slowly rock from side to side. So a little thought for us from tinybuddha.com. Your diet is not only what you eat, it's what you watch, what you listen to, what you read, the people you hang out with. Be mindful of the things you put into your body emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Ladies, when you're ready, you may roll to your right side, rest your head onto your arm. Just take a moment or two here, checking in with yourself. How are you feeling? We slowly start to blink the eyes and adjust eyesight to light. And then when you're ready, lifting yourselves up to seated. And you may sit in any position that feels nice. Good. Alright, so sit tall, shoulders back, arms out. Inhale, we reach all the way up, connect the palms. Slowly lower hands to the heart. And gently bring chin to chest, acknowledging the beautiful light that is you. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.